Hey guys, what is going on? Today we are going to be talking all about hair system success stories. Now, if you're reading comments online, if you're doing your research right now, or you're just a hair system wearer in the community and you read comments and you get inside the community, it's really easy to be jaded. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of people saying that things don't look good, or they're not happy, or they're just criticizing other people. Now, I love to do interviews on this channel to show how it changes people's lives. Whether you think they look good or not, they feel great about themselves. And that is the point. Now, I've got a couple success stories. These are just things that people have sent me via email, via text, via DM on Instagram, or even just sometimes in a comment. And I wanted to share some of them with you today. So please give these guys an upvote if you like content like this, where you're seeing people's lives change, you're hearing their words, their testimonies, if you will, about how this is affecting their life. And this video is sponsored by Vivid Hair, who's sponsoring education inside of the community and ultimately just trying to help us all grow to be better, more confident men. So this first story comes from Cody, who sent me an email. Now he starts off and he says, "Dear Jake, I'm writing you this evening all the way from Maine. I'm compelled to simply say thank you. I had my first system installed today. I'm 28. My hair has been basically non-existent since 22-ish. This guy is basically my story in a nutshell. I too looked into FUT and FUE surgery, did the consultation, the whole 9 yards, and decided against it instead for a hair system." This guy is like mirroring my journey exactly when it comes to how I proceeded inside of this space. I first was looking at getting a hair transplant, decided against it, wound up going with a hair system. So he continues on, he says, "The best thing that has happened to me in almost a decade was stumbling across your YouTube channel when diving into system research." And that personally just touches my heart because, you know, it's a grind sometimes making a piece of content every other day on top of normal work stuff. Anyways, he says, "You pushed me to move forward with doing it. You really did. You absolutely inspired me to go for it, and I'm damn near in tears." Happy tears, of course, because the result I got from doing this, they're phenomenal. I remember watching one of your videos where you described how you gave up your social life more or less and avoided getting close to people out of fear of being unattractive. The video shook me and struck a nerve so deep I can't think of the right words. It's like I was watching a video of me open up about my life due to hair loss. I had a near identical story, and I'm sure many others do as well. And I'm sure that those watching this video right now, you've probably felt something like this similar in your life. If you have lost hair, especially if it's a little bit earlier in life, you've probably noticed a difference in how you communicate, how you are socially, how you are in relationships. It's probably taken a big toll on your life. So, this guy is probably mirroring your story. He goes on to say, "It's so important that you continue to produce content because I'm promising you, you're changing lives. You're a literal hero. From watching the channel, I know you wouldn't describe yourself that way because you're doing this to help and assist, but I'm telling you, you're a hero to me." Now, he goes on to say he doesn't feel comfortable doing an interview because he's basically a little bit shy. But the point that I wanted to bring up is that this guy went out of his way to send me an email because of how much, not I did to change his life, but how much a hair system changed his life, how much it changed his confidence. But the key thing is here that he made a decision and he went forward with conquering his hair loss, essentially. This is what I'm trying to get each and every single one of us to do. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you choose a hair system, shaving your head, getting a transplant, choosing to use drugs. All of that is fair game. I think that they're good for everybody. SMP is good for some people. The thing that I'm trying to accomplish here is get you to take action, to just jump in, to start, because all of that other extraneous stuff, the lessons, the education, the tips, the how-tos, all that stuff, you can conquer, you can find that after. But making the decision is something that no one but you can do. Now, here is a second one. This came from a YouTube comment that I just got, and this is from Trevor. He says, "My hair started thinning about 10 years ago. It wasn't drastic thinning, but one that I could totally tell. I was using hair fibers and hair covering spray to mask it, all while thinking, can anyone tell? I knew they could and felt so self-conscious when I watched their eyes travel back and forth up my forehead. And then You came along and changed all that. I randomly found your videos and started watching and learning. I did my research, and for the last month, I have found a newfound life within. Most comments are nice hair, and there is no more odd stares and slanted looks. I feel more confident than ever before, and a lot of it has to do with you and the stigma you've removed from wearing hair systems. I never in a million years thought about wearing one, but now my thoughts have changed. Thank you for being an advocate and for this channel. Keep doing what you're doing. It is making a difference in so many people. This stuff warms my heart. It's not because I know that my time and energy is helping people. All that feels great. But it's the fact that people are experiencing this for themselves that I know it's changed my life, and I want it to change other people's life. And seeing it happen in comments like that, despite all the negativity, despite looking at any of the comments that you see down below that say, oh, you look like crap, or it looks fake, or anything like this, that it is actually causing an impact in people's lives. If you're thinking about getting a hair system and you're looking at these comments, if you're looking at the negativity, and you're trying to tell like if people will be able to decipher if you're wearing a hair system, if it's real, if it's fake, all this kind of stuff, here's what I would say to you. The vocal minority are the vocal minority. They're the ones that are commenting down below, and generally they're unhappy with other things in their life, and they're looking for problems. They're looking for reasons why not to do something. The majority of people that get a hair system are happy with it, and they stay with it, and they just go about their lives not telling anybody, not saying anything. That's just the way it is. These people, it's changing their lives. It's changed my life. So if you're considering this right now, just give it a try. Don't be afraid. You have nothing to lose.